What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466cards, and today we're going to continue talking about the blatant shilling coming out of one of the eBay sellers in China. If you think you've seen it all for a shilling, you haven't. Like, I can't believe what I'm about to show you. So this is about a Jaylen Brown card that came to my attention from the Instagram account Jaylen Brown Cards. Give him a follow if you like Jaylen Brown or like to see rare cards. So first things first, I'm here to tell you the date is May 28th at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time. This is important just to give you context of what I'm seeing. So the card in question is this Jaylen Brown Prism Gold rookie card BGS 10. And you can see here right off the bat on eBay, there's two cards for sale, it looks like, but they're the exact same card. You can see here, this one is for sale from Mirzon Collection, best offer $9,999. And you can see here the card serial number ends in 834, and then on the back the serial number is 1 out of 10. All right, now the exact same card is being sold at auction by a Mirzon Collection here. This ends in 21 hours, so basically later in the day on May 28th, right? So again, this is all important. And you can see here it's the exact same card. 834 is the serial number. You can see it's 1 out of 10 on the back there. So this is the exact same card. So right off the bat, Mirzon Collection has two different listings for the exact same card, one of which is a live auction, which right off the bat is a little fishy, right? You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't have one card at auction and the exact same card listed separately as a buy it now. And if you're wondering where you might have heard Mirzon Collection before, well, I just made a video about how eBay won't do anything about eBay shill or about shill bidding in my latest video, and Mirzon Collection was one of the two accounts from China that I talked about. So right off the get, it's not great, right? You're listing cards at auction when you already have it as a buy it now. Let's keep going though, because if you look in the sales history of Mirzon Collection for this exact same, you can see here it's a BGS 10 Jaylen Brown Prism Gold Pristine PGS 10 card. You can see here, like I said, I'm recording this on May 28th, so they sold this on May 12th at auction, May 18th at auction, May 24th at auction, and this is going to come out on May 28th for auction. So basically every 6 days, this time 4 days, it's being brought to auction over and over again. So they know it's getting shilled, or they're probably shill bidding it themselves, and then once it ends up being shill bid by their own shills, by their own bids, then they relist it because they know it's not getting paid for. So that's super, super sketchy right off the jump. But we've seen that before, right? We've seen that before. But if you're not familiar with the site Card Hobby, it's basically the eBay for cards in China. And hey guys, guess what card is also being listed there? At the exact same time, this Jaylen Brown BGS 10 Prism Gold with the serial number 834, serial numbered 1 out of 10, they have an auction ending on May 29th. Not to be confused with this card. Where is it? This card. No, here we go. This card ending at auction in 21 hours. The exact same card. 21 hours here. This one ends in 1 day and 7 hours. And so they're literally listing this in two different places. And if you want to count this fixed price listing, it's being listed 3 different places on 2 different websites for the exact same card. And it's so blatant. These guys don't care because they know there's no ramifications from doing this. But it gets worse. When you look at the sales history on Card Hobby for this card, guess what I find? On May the 4th, it's the exact same card, 834 serial number on the BGS label. On the back, it's 1 out of 10. This ended on May the 4th for $7,000. Obviously relisted. Oh, let's see here. There you go. So this is May 4th. And then also May 23rd, guess which card got listed? Look at that serial number 834. And then on the back, serial number 1 out of 10. So it's being listed here May 4th, May 23rd in China, and then May 29th. So May 4th, 23rd, 29th in China, in the or on eBay 12th, 18th, and 24th, and soon to be 28th. But that's not all. At least here they have this. They have the decency of relisting this with the Mirazon account. Look at the accounts that are listing it on Card Hobby. For the one that ends on May 29th, Flame Hall 1 is the seller. For the one that was ended on May the 4th, it's this Hebao with some Chinese characters seller. For May 23rd, it's Jump Girl. So we go from Jump Girl to Haibao to Flame Hall 1. What the F is this? This is outrageous. It's so blatant. They have 3 accounts here on Card Hobby selling the same card, so they have at least 3 shill bid accounts. They just cycle the cards back and forth, not to be confused with the multiple listings on Mirazon collection, not to be confused with simultaneous auctions being listed here ending on the 29th and here on eBay on the 28th. This stuff is out of control, and eBay's just not going to do anything about it. There's nothing that Card Hobby is going to do about this. This is just bananas, and nobody's going to hold these guys accountable because it just seems like nobody actually cares about shill bidding or doing something about shill bidding. And having multiple fake accounts, even though if you look at it on the outset, 4,000 feedback on Card Hobby, 99.85 positive, 99.9% positive on 59,000 transactions. This one is 4,000, 99.74. If you look at that, you would think this is totally on the up and up. This account is legit. They don't do any funny shenanigans. Well, guess what? They're full of shenanigans. This is... I have no words. So shout out to, like I said, shout out to Jalen Brown Cards for bringing this to my attention. I don't think this is ever going to stop. I don't think Card Hobby cares enough to do something about it. I certainly don't think eBay cares enough to do something about it. But this is so blatant. 2 different sites, simultaneous accounts, different accounts on Card Hobby. This is out of control. And I'm open to suggestions on what we can do as a hobby to stop this, because at some point someone's gonna get screwed. Maybe not on this Jalen Brown card, but I can't imagine that this one Jalen Brown Gold Prism card is the only card they're doing this for, right? There might be some other ones that they're doing this for. Like, let's be honest, there's definitely some other ones that they're doing this for. And someone's not gonna know any better. Someone new to the hobby is not gonna know any better, and they're gonna think these are real comps, and then boom, they're gonna overpay for a card, and it's gonna be because they got tricked by these sellers. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. This is super frustrating. This is not good for the hobby. It's not good for collectors. It's not good for anybody except these guys who just have multiple accounts to bid up their own cards so that they can set new comps and get a higher price for them. I'm really frustrated. I hope you share the word on this one. Again, shout out to Jalen Brown Cards for bringing this to my attention. Thank you as always for listening and watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.